To an opera singer, there's little that's more precious than a good set of lungs. So just imagine, these are not the lungs Charity Tilleman-Dick was born with. In fact, before this performance, one doctor told her she'd never sing again. But here she was last fall, debuting at Lincoln Center after her first double lung transplant.
When I go onto a stage and when I sing, it makes me so happy because I'm sharing one of the things that I value most.
In February, we scrubbed in to meet her just a month after her second double lung transplant.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm
Seth.
alive.
You're alive. Nice to meet you.
The 28-year-old opera singer invited us to Ohio's prestigious Cleveland Clinic to give us a glimpse of her recovery.
It's called the vest, and it shakes me, and so it loosens secretions.
Her strength on stage seemed dwarfed by that in this hospital room.
It makes you sound like an opera singer on crack.
If you're singing while this is taking place.
Yeah.
Since she was a little girl, Charity Tilleman-Dick has been determined to sing. But those precious lungs featured on stage began to fail her by age 20. She developed something called idiopathic pulmonary hypertension, which is when oxygen isn't properly absorbed by the body and forces the heart to work overtime.
I call it the reverse Grinch effect because my heart was 3.5 sizes too big, and eventually it usually leads to heart failure.
In 2009, she needed an emergency transplant and got one. It worked until her body started to reject that first transplant.
I go to bed at night, not sure whether I was going to wake up in the morning.
Her doctors knew she needed another set of lungs soon, but couldn't find ones that were the right size and blood type.
How is the wait for a transplant?
Every time the phone rings, you hope that maybe they've found a match.
She was placed on advanced life support, and finally, in late January, they did find a match.
Every patient will tell you that first breath that they take after their transplant, when the breathing tube comes out, it's a breath that they'll never forget. It's the deepest breath of their life.
Dr. Marie Boudev is the medical director of the transplant program here.
Will she sing again?
She will sing again, and she'll sing louder. And this will be the first person that'll be singing with a second set of lungs that aren't her own. That'll be groundbreaking, but she will sing again.
With 8 siblings, Charity has been surrounded by family all her life. Their mother, Annette, has enough energy to match all of them.
I think we step back one step. We look up at the sky, we think, Charity has her lungs. She is talking. She is moving. She is able to. And I feel like there is nothing else that would ever have to happen in my life to make me happy.
Organ donation, in certain respects, it brings us closer to immortality, because literally, a part of us goes on living after we're gone.
If you hadn't had this second organ transplant, could you be talking to me now?
No, I think I would not be here.
She's flatlined while in a 5-week coma and faced death several times, but says she's no longer looking in that direction.
We're all born and we live and we die. It's what we do in between that defines us, not when we die. It's how we lived.
Thank you.